This is Will Nunziata, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am thrilled to be speaking with the acclaimed performer, actor, singer, dancer, he does it all, Matt Henningsen. But before we get to our interview, here's a sneak peek at Matt's amazing talent.
In my head, keep barking at me. They tell me I'm not worth a thing, and I agree. The foxes bark, but the lions roar. I'm better than they give credit for. I've gotta be strong so I can get through. I haven't got a friend who has a clue. I can weep and hurt below. I can write up pain and woe. Life will ebb and life will flow. Sometimes you gotta back up and go.
Well, hello, Matt. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Will?
So much better now that I'm finally speaking with you, Matt. And first and foremost, you're out and about today. What are you? Are you in rehearsal, audition, what?
I'm actually out auditioning today. I have an audition at 12 o'clock in about an hour. So I'm getting prepped and ready to go and do that.
I love it, Matt. Well, I love also that New York is finally slowly but surely starting to open up. And thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to speak with me. And before we get started, I'm so excited that the audience got a sneak peek of you and your amazing talent. I want to know, Matt, was there a time in your childhood or like a specific role in a show where you were like, I can do this professionally, or I want to do this professionally?
Yes, for the former part of the question. So when I was in college, this was when I knew I wanted to do this with my life. But then there's always the second part of like, okay, can I, and will I be able to?
Right.
And I played Bobby Strong in Urinetown my sophomore year. And the process and the creative team, the cast and everything just like clicked. So it was just one of those processes that just clicked so perfectly. And I was walking out of one of the shows one night, and I just thought to myself, I'm like, that felt like I was like doing this for real, like professionally. And I was like, oh wow, yeah, like I can do this. Like I could do the thing. And it's a very exciting and reassuring and validating feeling, especially because like, I mean, you know how the career is. So like having that fulfillment and like enlightenment was very inspiring.
That's amazing.
So yeah, that would be a big moment. So
that's amazing, Matt. And so question for you, do you have any dream roles?
Yes, they've changed. I was lucky enough to play a lot of my like older, like original dream roles back in like high school. So I knocked a lot of those out, which I'm very grateful for, which was nice. And I'd like to get another shot at them. But like now I'm looking towards, I would love to play Donnie Nowitzki in Bandstand. Absolutely love that show so much. Jack Kelly, just because like I love to like check that box off. And I was actually just in a production of A Bronx Tale as Crazy Mario, but I would love to play Calodro as well in A Bronx Tale too one day.
I love it. All great, amazing roles. And I'm sure an original role is going to be happening for you as well. Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, that would be amazing. That'd be great.
You're like, Will, that's a stupid question. That's the dream. Listen.
Yeah, of course.
Matt, you know, obviously these past 18 months have been tough for all artists, but I'm curious to know for you, how were you able to keep your creative juices flowing?
So once the pandemic hit, like I was supposed to be in Maine for the summer, and then obviously that went away. My contract, based on like compared to a lot of my other friends and stuff, was one of the last to go. So I thought that I was really going to be there. So that was like a hard blow to take. But like after that, I like settled into trying different parts of the art. Like I downloaded some music software, and like I don't know like how to play any instruments or anything like that. So I started like writing. I started like drafting out some play ideas, just writing dialogue, writing scenes, like exposition and stuff like that. Then one of me and my best friends, who I'm now living with, we like started writing a musical, just like a funny little dumb cute thing that like was with our comedy and stuff like that. So we wrote that. I started writing a little bit of music. And then I like took the time to really like develop like a routine of like stretching, working out, getting myself to be like really ready to dive back in. Because like I had to believe that this was going to come back, and thank God it did. Because like if I didn't, I didn't know what I would do. So like it was all geared towards that. So in short, I kind of dove into different aspects of it. And then I like reworked my book, and I always like worked my voice and stuff like that, made like videos and self-tapes once those started coming around. But I really tried to embrace like other parts of it that I never had the time, I guess, to do when I was busy, like going to voice lessons and dance classes and all that stuff.
That's incredible, Matt. That's amazing that you were able to kind of set that habitual routine for yourself and also remain optimistic. And final question for you, Matt. And actually, before I ask it, I want to let everyone know, for more on the amazing Matt, you can read more about him right below this video. Matt, if you could give advice to your younger self, what would it be?
Ooh, take classes now. Like if I could go back to high school, and I was lucky enough to go to, I went to school in Long Island High School. So I went to the Long Island High School of the Arts, which was like a little trade school. We would go for half a day and take classes. And I do wish I took that a little more seriously in the time. Naturally, I was a high schooler and I was goofing off. Me and my best friends got to leave our home school for half the day and do theater. So we were having a blast, you know? But like, I wish I took like more seriously the dance classes and the vocal lessons and like focused on technique and stuff like that, rather than just like I cared and I went through it, but I kind of just fudged through some of it. And so my advice would be to like really think about it and take this seriously, because like that foundation, that strong foundation would have been just much more helpful to be further along at this point in my career. Like it all adds up, you know? So.
Absolutely, Matt. Well, listen, I'm so grateful for your time today. I live on 57th Street, so there's always action going on. But God bless, you know, New York is slowly but surely coming back. Good luck with your audition today. And I'm so happy that you are joining this amazing new app for artists.
Me too. Thank you so much.